So, good morning, student. And today I am going to teach about the quadrilateral. So, first of all, what is the quadrilateral? What is the quadrilateral? It means we know that the simple closed figure, and quadrilateral is also a type of simple closed figure. Okay, so we can say that in which simple closed figure have four side, like we can write side AB, BC, CD and DA. Which simple closed figure have four side, four vertices and two diagonal. So what is the quadrilateral? Which simple closed figure has four side, AB, BC, CD and DA, four vertices A, B, C, D, four angles. What is the angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D? Angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D Four vertices. What is the vertices? This is the angle. And what is the vertices? What is the vertices? A, B, C, D. These are the vertices. And two diagonal. AC or CA, BD or DB. So this figure called quadrilateral. Understand? This figure called quadrilateral. There are some more important topic in quadrilateral. So what is the adjacent side of a quadrilateral? It means there are some adjacent side, and next one is the opposite side of the quadrilateral, adjacent angle of the quadrilateral, opposite angle of the quadrilateral. So there are most important topic. What is the adjacent side of the quadrilateral? So just by the figure, just try to understand what is the adjacent side. So this is the type of quadrilateral, you can say. Okay. So this is the type of quadrilateral. Now, in which closed figure have four side, four vertices, four angle and two diagonal. This way, when you will join non-adjacent vertices, then you will find the diagonal. So this is the one and this is the two. Okay. So that called quadrilateral. And after that, what is the adjacent side? First, if I have to discuss the adjacent side of the quadrilateral, so which side in a quadrilateral, which side we can say that are the adjacent side? So what is the adjacent? If I ask you who is adjacent in your seat, so you will say Sagun is the adjacent. Okay. So in this figure AB, if I write here A, B, C, D. So what is the definition of adjacent side? In which two sides have a common vertex. In which two sides have a common vertex. Okay. So AB and BC has a common vertex. So now we can say that AB and BC are the adjacent side. Same as if I am talking about the BC and CD. So BC and CD also have a common vertex. So you can say DC and BC is the adjacent side. Same as CD and AD is the common adjacent side. And after that AD and AB is the adjacent side. Is that clear? Now what is the adjacent angle? What is the adjacent angle? Between, in which angles हैव अ कॉमन आर्म, हैव अ कॉमन साइड। ऐसे दो एंगल जिनके बीच की एक साइड क्या हो, कॉमन हो, लाइक वी कैन से एंगल ए एंड एंगल बी हैव अ कॉमन आर्म, हैज अ कॉमन आर्म, ओके, सेम एज BC, B angle B and angle C. I am talking about angle. What is the adjacent angle? Adjacent angle, which two angle joined by the common line, joined by the common line. So now AB, if I am talking about angle A and angle B and angle B, so now angle A and angle B, they joined by the common line, okay. So angle A and angle B are the adjacent angle. Is that clear? Same as angle B and angle C is joined by the common line BC. So angle B and angle C are the adjacent angle. Same as angle C and angle D, they are joined by the common line. So angle C and angle D are the adjacent angle. Okay. Same as about angle A and angle D are the adjacent angle. So this was the adjacent side and this an adjacent angle. Now opposite side and opposite angle. Opposite side, so that is very easy. AB, what is the opposite to AB? Side AB, that is CD. That is CD. What is the opposite side of AD? So BC is the opposite side. Okay. So this was the opposite side of the quadrilateral. And what is the opposite angle? Angle A and angle C are the opposite angle. Angle A and angle C are the opposite angles. Angle B and angle D and angle D is the opposite angle. Is that clear? So now adjacent side, adjacent angle, okay, opposite side, opposite angle. Next, there is a property of quadrilateral. We know that the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral, we know that, what we know that the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral, the sum of all angle, any quadrilateral, I am not talking about any particular, okay, just I am talking about the rectangle, I am not talking about the square, I am not talking about any particular quadrilateral, just I am talking about the only quadrilateral, okay. So it means square and rectangle, rhombus and other type of angles, parallelogram. So these are the types of parallelogram. Now I am discussing here the properties of quadrilateral. I am not discuss about any type of quadrilateral. Just I am talking about only the quadrilateral, properties of quadrilateral. So these are the topics. And after that, in a quadrilateral, we know that the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. We know that. And how can we find? It means if I have a quadrilateral like this figure, by this activity you can understand, when we join two triangles like that, so they form a quadrilateral. These are two triangles, and when we will join together, so what we find, this is the type of quadrilateral. And if we have to find the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral, simply you can say, sir, this is the triangle, and we know that the angle sum property of triangle, that is the 180 degree. So, and that is also 180 degree, and when we will join together, it will be 360 degree. Okay. But if we have to prove mathematically, so how can we prove the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral, that is 180 degree? So there is a process. So proof. What is the? First of all, join any one diagonal in a quadrilateral. Okay. First try to understand, just try to understand, after that you can copy. First try to understand. Proof So now when we join a diagonal in a quadrilateral, then you can say your figure is divided into two triangles. Now name the angle. Just this angle 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Is that clear? And this one is the 6. Now in first triangle, what we can write in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC. Now just try to understand by the activity. There are two triangles. Is that clear? Now if this is the diagonal, you can understand this is the diagonal. Is that clear? Okay. So first, if I write the name, okay, listen. If I write the name, this is the angle A. This is the angle A. This is the angle C. This is the angle B, and this is the angle D. Okay. And now this is the 1. This is the 2. This is the 3. Okay. This is the 4. This is the 5, and this one is the 6. Right? By the activity you can understand very easily. Okay. So first of all, in this triangle, this is the ABCD, right? This is the ABCD. So in this triangle ABC, we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to what? 180 degree. This is the right. And after that, in second triangle, what? CDA. Now in triangle CDA, angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6, that is equal to also 180 degree. Okay. Now one more thing you have to observe. Just now you have to see angle A and angle C. If I write angle 1 plus angle 6, can we write this is the angle A? At the place of angle 1 plus angle 6, can we write angle A? Yes, sir. Angle 1, this is the angle 1, and angle 6, can we write angle A? So same as at the place of angle C, can we write angle 3 plus angle 4? Can we write angle 3 plus 4 is equal to angle C? Is that clear? Yes. Now there are two equations. These are the two equations. After that you have to add these two equations. Now adding. So what we get? Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 plus 180. 180 plus 180. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Now in next. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. Now angle 1 and angle 6 we have to write together. Angle 1 plus angle, because we know that what? A plus B plus C. We can write B plus A plus C. Right? Any format we can write. Okay. So we can write angle 1 plus angle 6, and after that angle 3 plus angle 4 also we can write, and after that 1 and angle 2, and which angle are left? Angle 5 is equal to what? 360 degree. अरे मैंने क्या किया? Only just I am writing together. Angle 1 plus angle 6, angle 3 plus angle 4, and angle 2 plus angle 5. Why? Because when we know that angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to what? Angle A. And after that, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to what? Angle C. So at the place of angle 1 plus angle 6, can we write angle A? Yes. Okay. And at the place of angle 3 plus angle 4, can we write angle C? And what is the angle 2? That is angle B. That is the angle B. And what is angle 5? That is angle D. And at this way, when we will write in a sequence angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree, and we know that angle A, B, C, D are the angle of a quadrilateral. So this way we can say that the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. If someone asks you, how can you prove that the sum of all angle in a quadrilateral, that is the 360 degree? So this way you can prove. This way you can prove this theorem, you can say. Okay. After that, what is the next topic? Angle sum property of quadrilateral. Now there are some previous topic which I have to discuss today. From the polygon, okay, from the chapter polygon, today just I have to discuss some basic concept for the sum of all interior angle for any polygon, that is equal to what, and the sum of all exterior angle of any polygon is equal to what, which I have already discussed with you, but today I will repeat again. Okay, so first of all, what is the topic? Sum of all interior angle of any polygon. So first we will start from the triangle. Now this is the triangle. Okay, this is the triangle. Now next quadrilateral. After that, pentagon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after that, hexagon. Okay, so what we know that the number of sides. What is the number of side? What is the number of side? 3. What is the number of side here? 4. What is the number of side here? 5. And what is the number of sides, sir? 6. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
When the number of sides are 3, when the number of sides are 3, so how many triangles we find? 1. When the number of sides are 4, how many triangles are there? 2. When the number of sides are 5, how many?
3.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So number of the triangles is 3. And when the same as now, we can say there is a format. When the number of side is 3, the number of triangle is 1. When the number of side are 4, the number of triangle is 2. When the number of side is 5, then the number of triangle is 3. When the number of side is 6, then the number of triangle is 4. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when the number of sides is equal to 7, so how many triangles will be there? 5. When the number of sides are 8, so 6, same as. Now if I say you, when the number of sides is 100, yes, when the number of sides are 100, so how many triangles will be there? Think about it. When the number of sides is 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7, 5, 8, 6, so 100. Try to understand. 3, 1, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5 3 5 3 6 4 7 5 8 6. What is the difference? 2. When the number of sides is 100, so what is the number of triangle? 98. Definitely you can say the number of triangle will be 98. And after that, if I say you, when the number of sides are n, so what is the number of triangles? n minus 2. Because everywhere, what is the difference? Everywhere what we find the difference is 2. It means the number of triangle is less than 2 from the number of side. The number of triangle less than 2 from the number of sides. So if I ask you, when the number of sides are n, so what is the number of triangle? n minus 2. Now the most important part of this invention, what is the number of triangle? 1. So if I have to find the sum of all interior angle, so the number of triangle, when we will multiply the number of triangle by 180, then we get what is the sum of interior angle? Okay, same as the number of triangle is 2, so we will multiply 180, and number of triangle we will multiply 180. In everywhere, it means if the number of triangle we will multiply by what? 180, then we can find the sum of all interior angle. So simply, in 4 also we will multiply by 180, 5 also we will multiply by 180. Same as if the number of sides are 100, there is number of triangle 98. If 98 we will multiply by 180, then at this way we can find what is the sum of all interior angle of a polygon which have 100 sides. So same as if we have to find the sum of all interior angle of a polygon which have n side, it means we will multiply the number of triangle by the 180. So what is the formula? It means if the number of sides are given, so n minus 2 number of triangle they form. How many triangles they form? N minus 2. If the number of sides are n, so number of triangles is equal to what? N minus 2. And when we will multiply the number of triangles by the n minus 2, when we will multiply the number of triangle by 180, then we can say this will be what? The sum of all interior angle. So the sum of all interior angle is equal to what? N minus 2 into 180. Interior angle, just if I denote IA, interior angle, just you have to understand, this is the interior angle. So the sum of all interior angle is equal to n minus 2 into 180. This is the formula. If someone asks you how can we find the formula, if the number of sides are n, so how can we find what is the sum of all interior angle? So this is the derivation. First you have to construct a triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, this way. Okay, then after that you have to join diagonals. Now you have to show that if the number of sides are 3, the number of triangle is 1. If the number of sides are 4, then the number of triangle are 2. If the sides are 5, so number of triangle are 3. So same as when the sides are 6, then the number of triangle will be 4. So there is a sequence. It means 3 minus 1, 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 4 minus 2, 5 minus 3, 2, 6 minus 4, 2. So same as when we will follow the sequence, then what we get, if the number of sides are n, then we get the number of triangle will be n minus 2, and if we get what is the number of triangle, then we will multiply by 180, then we get the sum of all interior angle of any polygon, It means any polygon in the sense regular or irregular. Is that clear? Next topic is the sum of all exterior angle of any polygon. The sum of all angle of any polygon in the sense any polygons, okay, it means any polygon in the sense regular or irregular. After that, first we will start what is the exterior angle in any figure. So we will start from this is the triangle. If we produce one side, so there form exterior angle. Okay, in same sequence, this is the first side, after that this is the second side, after that you have to produce this side, okay, and after that third side is this, you have to produce this side. So there form exterior angles. In a triangle, how many exterior angle are there? 1, 2, and this is the 3. Now what we have to find? To find what we have to find? To find what is the sum of all exterior angle. Is that clear? Now it means we have to find angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. Now we don't know what is this. Actually we know that what is the sum of all exterior angle, that is 360 degree. We know that the sum of all exterior angle for any polygon, we know that is 360 degree. But if someone asks you how can we find, so just I will show you, after some time I will show you how can we find the sum of all exterior angle of any polygon, regular or irregular, that will be 360 degree. So proof. It means just we are finding the derivation, the sum of all exterior angle. So if we write a triangle, there is a triangle. Now the exterior angle are 1, 2, 3, and now just if we name the interior angle also, so let that is A, that is B, that is C. Is that clear? A, B, C. Is that clear? After that we know one more property. What is the property? The sum of exterior and interior angle of any one point always will be 180 degree for regular and irregular polygon. The sum of exterior angle and interior angle of a point is always equal to 180 degree. So because there is form straight line, and we know that linear pair, what is the linear pair? If a ray stand on a line, there form linear pair. So if we will observe only this line and this line, so what we observe? We observe that there form linear pair. So angle B plus 1 is equal to 180 degree. Can we write? Same as angle C plus angle 2. Angle C plus angle 2 is equal to what? 180 degree. And after that angle A plus angle 3 is equal to what? 180 degree. Is that clear? Yes, this is the equation 1, 2, 3. Now adding these three equations, adding 1, 2 and 3 and 3, then what we get? Angle B plus angle C plus angle A plus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 plus 180 plus 180, 180 plus 180 plus 180. And this way, now just I write in a sequence, okay? Just I am writing in a sequence. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to what? 180 plus 180 plus 180 is equal to 540. And after that, what we observe? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C. These are the exterior angle of a triangle. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C. This is the sum of all the sum of all interior angle of a triangle. So at the place of angle A plus angle B plus angle C, can we write 180?
Yes, sir.
So 180 plus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 540 degree. Now angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 540 minus 180, and then 540, 360. So, okay. So this is the sum of all exterior angle of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Same as if we will prove for the quadrilateral. So just I am telling the figure only. Same process you have to do that. Okay. So now you have to make a figure of quadrilateral, and after that same as you have to provide one side. Okay. Okay. Now this is the A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, at every point there form a linear pair, same as angle 1 plus B is equal to 180, angle C plus angle 2 is equal to 180, angle 3 plus angle D is equal to 180, angle A plus F4 is equal to 180. And after that you have to add all equations, then you will find what? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4. And we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Because we know that the sum of all interior angle of a quadrilateral. Before that, just I proved that. Okay. So you will at this place you have to put 360 degree, and this way you will find the sum of all exterior angle of any polygon will be 360 degree. There is another method you can find. Just think this is the car. This is the type of car, and you are here. Now you are here. Now just move A to B. Okay. You are moving A to B. After that this way. Okay. B to C, C to D, and D to A, and then this way. So it means what is the rotation of this car? It means how many degree this car rotate. This car rotate. So 360 degree. 360 degree. Okay. So this way we also you can say the sum of all exterior angle of any polygon is equal to 360 degree. Okay. Thank you. And we will meet with next video. Okay. Thank you so much.